In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NHL games happening on October 25th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NHL games after fully watching this video. One thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Ottawa Senators versus Vegas Golden Knights. It's an interconference showdown on the ice featuring 2 teams riding the momentum of wins earned during the thrilling Frozen Frenzy. Both squads will clash under the bright lights of the Silver State as the Ottawa Senators travel to face off against the Vegas Golden Knights on Friday night. Ottawa is coming off an impressive 4-0 shutout victory on the road against the Utah Grizzlies on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Vegas enters this matchup fresh from a dominant 6-1 win over the Los Angeles Kings at home, also on Tuesday. In recent meetings between these teams, Vegas has maintained an overwhelming advantage, going 9-0-1 in their last 10 encounters. However, the Senators did manage to break through with a 4-3 shootout win at home the last time these teams faced off on February 24, 2024. The Senators head into this game on a 2-game winning streak, having first defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning at home and then securing a shutout against Utah on the road. Despite their recent success, Ottawa faces a tough challenge against a Vegas team that has consistently had their number in recent seasons. Although the Senators won the most recent matchup in a shootout, that game took place on home ice. Their last victory as the visiting team in Las Vegas was more than 5 years ago, a narrow 5-4 win on March 2, 2018. Vegas boasts a dynamic offense with plenty of depth among their forwards, which allows them to pressure opposing teams from all lines. One key metric favoring the Golden Knights is their success in the face-off circle. This area could prove decisive, as puck possession plays a crucial role in controlling the flow of the game. So far this season, Ottawa ranks 26th in the NHL in face-off win percentage, winning just 47.2% of draws. In contrast, Vegas sits near the top, currently ranked 4th with a 54.4% success rate. Defensively, the two teams have been trending in opposite directions. Over their last 4 games, Ottawa has allowed an average of 3.5 goals per contest, which suggests some vulnerability in their defensive structure. Vegas, on the other hand, has been more disciplined, conceding just 2.8 goals per game in their previous 5 outings. The Golden Knights have shown a distinct home and away split this season, excelling on their home ice while struggling to find the same success on the road. Historically, Ottawa has struggled to win in Vegas, and although the Senators have been playing well lately, it's difficult to predict that they will overcome this challenge. Given Vegas's dominant home record against Ottawa over the years, it's reasonable to favor the Golden Knights to come out on top once again. As such, the Vegas Golden Knights money line is our full game side pick. In terms of betting the total, Ottawa has leaned toward lower scoring affairs in the early part of this season. Through their first 6 games, the Senators have hit the under 4 times, posting a 4-2 record against the total. So far, Ottawa's games have averaged 6.83 total goals, but that number drops significantly to just 4.5 goals per game across their 2 road contests. On the other hand, Vegas has been involved in higher scoring games, with the over hitting in 6 of their 7 contests. This season, the Golden Knights are averaging 7.14 goals per game overall, and that figure rises slightly to 7.5 goals per game when playing at home. 3 of their 4 home games have gone over the projected total. Both teams have been among the league's elite on the power play, which could heavily influence the outcome. Ottawa ranks 2nd in the NHL with an impressive 40.9% success rate on the power play, while Vegas is not far behind, converting 36.8% of their power play opportunities, good for 4th in the league. Offensively, both teams have been firing on all cylinders in recent games. Ottawa has averaged 4.5 goals over their last 4 contests, while Vegas has put up 4 goals per game in their previous 3 outings. Given the offensive firepower on both sides and the high potential for special teams to come into play, over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Islanders versus New Jersey Devils. The New York Islanders are set to take on the New Jersey Devils, with both teams looking to build on encouraging starts to their respective seasons. While the Islanders currently hold a 2-2 record, placing them near the bottom of the Metropolitan Division standings, the Devils sit in a stronger position with a 5-4-1 record, ranking second in the same division. Both teams are eager to make strides within their division and improve their standing in the Eastern Conference. This game carries significant weight for both squads as they aim to establish early season momentum and gain valuable points in what will likely be a competitive race for playoff positioning. New Jersey heads into this matchup on the second night of a back-to-back, which means fatigue could be a factor, whereas the Islanders had a longer break after last playing on Tuesday night. New York will enter the game more rested and prepared, which could give them an edge. So far this season, the Islanders have leaned heavily on their defensive play and goaltending, both of which have been stellar. The team ranks 5th in the league for goals allowed per game and 1st in shots allowed per game, showcasing a tight, disciplined defensive structure. Goaltender Ilya Sorokin has been a standout performer, boasting a 1-1-1 record with a remarkable 1.34 goals against average and an impressive .947 save percentage. Both the Islanders and Devils are coming off disappointing losses to the Detroit Red Wings in their most recent games. Despite these setbacks, both teams managed to control large portions of those matchups, only to fall short on the scoreboard. The Devils' primary concern lies on the defensive side, as they have allowed 5 goals in each of their last 3 games, exposing their vulnerabilities at the back end. With the Devils now playing on consecutive nights, they'll need to find a way to tighten up defensively against a rested Islanders team. Meanwhile, New York's offense has struggled to find consistency, having been shut out in 3 of their last 5 games. Still, Sorokin's exceptional play in net continues to give them a fighting chance in every contest. Backing the Islanders offensively may not be the most exciting prospect, given their recent scoring struggles, but the Devils come into this game on a 3-game losing streak and have allowed a troubling total of 19 goals during that span. New Jersey's defensive breakdowns combined with the fatigue factor of playing a second game in as many nights provide an opportunity for the Islanders to potentially break out of their offensive slump. The rest advantage is firmly in New York's favor, and facing a Devils team that has been porous defensively could be exactly what the Islanders need to kickstart their attack. While New York's offense leaves much to be desired, their defense is operating at a far superior level compared to New Jersey's, giving them the edge heading into this matchup. Given the combination of the Islanders' strong defensive metrics and the Devils' struggles on the back end, the New York Islanders money line is our full game side pick. The Islanders have relied on elite defense and reliable goaltending to stay competitive early in the season. Their 5th place rank in goals allowed per game and league-leading mark in shots against per game reflect their disciplined style. Sorokin, in particular, has been a key player, posting stellar stats with a 1.34 goals against average and .947 save percentage. However, the offensive side of the game has been an ongoing challenge for New York. While the Islanders managed to score 4 or more goals in 3 of their first 6 games, they have also been shut out entirely in the other 3, underlining their inconsistency. As a result, the Islanders rank 30th in the league in goals per game, an area they need to improve if they hope to climb the standings. Given the circumstances of this matchup, it's likely to be a low-scoring affair. The Devils, dealing with the physical toll of back-to-back games, may struggle to generate enough offensive firepower, especially against a rested and defensively sound Islanders team. New York's ability to control play in their own zone and limit scoring chances makes them well suited for a tight, defensive contest. Taking all of these factors into account, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Nashville Predators versus Chicago Blackhawks. The Nashville Predators are set to take on the Chicago Blackhawks, with both teams eager to improve upon their rough starts to the season. The Predators currently hold a 1-5 record but finally broke their losing streak with a victory in their most recent outing. On the other side, the Blackhawks sit at 2-4-1, suffering back-to-back defeats and holding the second worst record in the Central Division. Both teams are hoping to gain momentum and climb the divisional standings, making this matchup an intriguing opportunity for each to get back on track. The Blackhawks have been going through a rebuilding phase in recent years, and the impact of that has been evident in their head-to-head battles with Nashville. The Predators, who have traditionally been contenders for the Stanley Cup playoffs, have dominated their rivalry with Chicago, winning 9 of their last 10 meetings dating back to December 2021. Nashville's success includes a flawless 5-0 record in Chicago, outscoring the Blackhawks 19-9 over that span. While the Predators have struggled with consistency on offense this season, their goaltending goaltender, Juice Saros, has remained a bright spot with some stellar performances between the pipes. Chicago's problems aren't just limited to offense, which has been a concern since last season, but they've also seen their defense falter in key moments, contributing heavily to their losses. Meanwhile, the Predators boast more talent than their early season struggles suggest. Their recent shutout victory over the Boston Bruins offers hope that they may be turning a corner, given the Predators' dominance over the Blackhawks, winning 9 of their last 10 meetings, and as they are generally the more well-rounded team, the Nashville Predators' money line is our full-game side pick. Despite the Predators' defensive strengths, both teams have shown vulnerabilities on the back end, which could lead to a high-scoring affair. The Blackhawks will likely look to take advantage of Nashville's defensive lapses, as the Predators are giving up an average of 3.83 goals per game. With young star Connor Bedard leading the charge alongside Teuvo Teravainen and the rest of Chicago's forward unit, the Blackhawks will aim to break through the Predators' defense by entering the offensive zone quickly and creating scoring opportunities with precise passing. On the other side, the Predators are hoping to build off their recent 4-goal effort, aiming to exploit Chicago's struggling defense, which has allowed 10 goals across their last 2 games. Philip Forsberg, Ryan O'Reilly, and the rest of Nashville's offense will focus on generating quality chances by crashing the net on fast breaks and maintaining strong puck movement, while defenseman Roman Josi will look to contribute from the blue line with shots from the point. Given the weaknesses on both defenses and the potential for both offenses to capitalize, this game shapes up to be a high-scoring contest from the outset, with each team likely to push the pace early and test the opposing goaltenders. Over the projected total is our full-game total pick. Pittsburgh Penguins versus Edmonton Oilers. The Pittsburgh Penguins are making the journey to Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, where they will face off against the Edmonton Oilers. Pittsburgh enters this matchup holding a record of 3-4-1, which places them in 4th position within the Metropolitan Division. Meanwhile, the Oilers are struggling this season with a 2-4-1 record, ranking near the bottom of the Pacific Division, second to last. In their most recent encounters, Edmonton had the upper hand against Pittsburgh during the 2023-2024 season, winning both matchups with a 2-0-0 record. When it comes to recent history, the Penguins have performed relatively well against the Oilers in Edmonton, posting a 6-3-1 record in their last 10 visits. While I understand why oddsmakers have given the Oilers the edge in this contest, it's important to note that Edmonton's offense has not yet reached its full potential this season. On the other hand, Pittsburgh has been more consistent on the offensive end, making it likely they will generate a healthy amount of scoring opportunities against Stuart Skinner. This will put pressure on Edmonton's offense to respond in kind if they hope to secure a win. Although Pittsburgh is coming off a back-to-back situation, which complicates matters slightly, the game feels much closer than the current betting lines suggest. Even though the Penguins' goaltending has been somewhat underwhelming and back-to-back games can introduce fatigue, Pittsburgh still has enough firepower to give Edmonton significant trouble. The Oilers haven't been performing like a team worthy of being minus 220 favorites, which creates a lot of potential value in backing the Penguins here. As such, given that this matchup is closer to a toss-up than the odds imply, the Pittsburgh's Penguins money line is our full-game side pick. In terms of betting trends, the Oilers have consistently been involved in high-scoring games against the Penguins when playing at home, with the total going over in each of their last 5 meetings in Edmonton. Additionally, the Penguins have a 5-2-1 over-under record so far this season, indicating that their games frequently surpass projected totals. Pittsburgh's offense has shown little difficulty finding the back of the net, and it's reasonable to expect Edmonton to score a few goals of their own, especially given the Penguins' recent defensive struggles. Although Alex Nedeljkovic has a career goals against average of 3.79 versus Edmonton, it's worth noting that these numbers reflect past encounters when the Oilers were playing at a higher level than they are currently. Both teams have demonstrated issues with defensive coverage, which sets the stage for their offenses to take over. With high-end talent on both sides, there's no shortage of offensive firepower capable of creating a shootout-type scenario. The Penguins' recent trends also point towards higher-scoring games, with 4 of their last 5 outings overall going over the total, along with 5 of their last 6 road games. Furthermore, every one of the past 5 matchups between the Penguins and Oilers in Edmonton has also hit the over. Given the combination of offensive prowess and defensive struggles on both sides, I expect this contest to be a fast-paced, high-scoring affair. As the trends suggest, we're likely to see plenty of goals at Rogers Place. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.